Cases of arrest of passengers over drug-related offences have become a cause for concern in Nigeria, but the worrying trend is how airport workers and airline operators connive with drug cartels to make innocent travelers guilty. A case in point is the arrest of a Nigerian student, Zainab, who was tracked to her hotel in Saudi Arabia. Aviation analyst Tayo Ojuri joins me now for his thoughts on this worrying trend. Thank you very much for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
It's a huge trend. It's a worrying trend. And this speaks about the quality of checks, the quality of the security operatives there, and the connivance of airport staff in ensuring this happen. And we cannot deny that airport staffs are culpable in this. So how do we check all of these issues?
Well, we have to first establish the fact that Nigeria and West Africa, for sure, is becoming a drug hub for transfer. We don't manufacture, but it's a drug hub. So what the challenge now, and I would actually like to correct that fact, that statement that you made, that it's just the staff. I think once you say cartel,
in connivance, it's they connive with the cartel, according to some reports.
Absolutely. Yeah. There is always that gap anywhere. But what needs to be done after identifying this issue is to look at, it's not just working in silos. You have NDLEA, which their role and responsibility is to monitor and address drug issues. But within the airport system, as it were, the airport authority is supposed to actually be that coordinating operator. True. Now with that, is able to, what we know and what we do within the airport management system at this time, global international practice, is what we call collaborative decision making. Okay. With that, what that means in essence is actually you're able to bring NDLEA, the police, which does a thorough database screening of whoever works at the airport, and being able to, so that you before you issue an on-duty card, you are thoroughly vetted.
But we have those agencies in the airport.
Yes, so it's
NDLEA, the police, NAVDAC, everyone is there.
Exactly, but it's not enough. It's one, the staff, training is an issue, having equipment is an issue, and as well as, apart from the collaborative decision making, is being able to actually have intelligence. Intelligence is key. Awareness is key. Being able to have best international practice where we have five-level screening process, whereby as the equipment or the baggage go through the system, they can identify the baggage. And intelligence from international agencies that we partner with, able to tell who's going where and what's been done. But that's just the issue. How do we mitigate this issue?
That's the question. Because in as much as we have intelligence, we have the wherewithal. Airport operators, airport staff, airline staff as well, with the drug cartel, the reporters are there and they all come together. So no matter, there's always a boycott, a way to circumvent all of these intelligence agencies to ensure that they push their drugs. No,
but we have what we call awareness programs as well. Awareness program where we used to, one of the airports I work, we used to call it Curious Sams.
Okay.
And whereby you find someone living over his means. Someone can report, or what you call the whistleblowing system. And they know that that person is actually involved in some nefarious activity. So all this is able to nip that issue and that activity in the board. But obviously, I believe so much that the equipment, intelligence, the sniffer dogs do a great job. Just like they're able to actually curtail and mitigate this issue to a minimum.
Okay, so airport authorities, airline operators, how can they collaborate with the security agencies, the regulatory agencies to see that this issue does not happen? Because a point in case is Zainab Aliyu. Yes. She's in Saudi Arabian prison, right? And the government is trying to see to her release. Yes. So how do we ensure that this does not happen again? How can airport operators collaborate with these agencies and to see that it doesn't happen?
Well, just to clarify, within the spectrum and within that airport operations ecosystem is actually the ground handling agency that does the checking-in process and does the ramp handling services. They're open to that array of challenge. So it's been able to actually identify what you call the safety management system and security within the ground handling company. So once you're able to address that, you're able to say who is doing what. And obviously, the onus will be and responsibility will be on the ground handling company. We have two major ones within Nigerian system. So he's been able to, NACO and SACOL.
Okay.
So he's been able to address, sit down with NACO and SACOL staff, management, and say, what are you doing to address this issue?
All right.
Identify these guys, because obviously, like I said, and I'll reiterate, is being able to not just addressing the issue, what is being done to address it. So we know the staff, we know what the challenges are. Some, it's just being able to address what the everyday needs and being able to correct that fact, awareness, the training, and being punitive issue measures as well would actually be able to rectify this issue.
All right, aviation analyst Tayo Ojuri, thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Thank you.